Cringe kick Nuisance streamer Baby Haze has been knocked out in Japan. And now, while many of you have seen that video, we've got a little bit of context background on that, as well as some thoughts on what Japan needs to start doing ASAP to crack down on these streamers and make sure that these incidents don't happen, because really they shouldn't be happening in the first place. Once again, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this legal mindset will teach you to be your own judge. And Baby Haze is a kick Nuisance streamer that is no stranger to our channel. In fact, back in Thailand, we covered him when he was harassing people at bars and restaurants and being rude to people at 7-Eleven, all sorts of issues that this guy was creating in Thailand. In fact, he was so afraid of our coverage in Thailand when our channel covered him that he indeed went silent and fled to Japan. Well, I hate to break it to you, Japan does not solve all your problems, and you cannot get away with anything in Japan, and that's something that he found out. So let's check in, and we'll start with the ending of our story, and then work back to what happened and how it came to be. But let's check in with Baby Haze here and see how Japan worked out for him.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why did you assault? Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
So gets knocked out there. Okay.
What the fuck?
And then a random Japanese old man, this guy picks up his phone and proceeds to walk away with it while it's still streaming. Absolute cinema. You can't make this stuff up, but it looks bad in a vacuum, and it certainly might even look sympathetic for Baby Haze if you're just seeing this and thinking, oh, well, it looks like he was just kind of cold cocked out of nowhere, and Baby Haze, what an innocent fellow. Well, first of all, Baby Haze is anything but an innocent fellow, and I can show you this clip, and this is a clip that maybe live viewers of my channel are familiar with, but this one here is Baby Haze talking about what his preferences are for morality. So let's check in with Baby Haze here.
Chuck just tipped $2. Oh, here we go again. Fat boy fucking scamming from the chat again. This guy is so full of fucking shit. Scammer.
Well, you just lost your $2 because I'm getting this soju, and I can see that as in Jason, you gave me fucking soju, so I'm not a scammer. Like, chat, the last thing I am is literally... But shut the fuck up, alright? Shut the fuck up. I'm not a scammer, first of all. I'll rather be a fucking rapist than a scammer.
Let's rewind that just like a little bit and see, and just play that back one more time. What'd you say there, Baby Haze?
I'll rather be a fucking rapist than a scammer.
All right. So that's Baby Haze. So now you've got a nice intro to Baby Haze in case you didn't know who this guy is, what he is. That's a good baseline. And one thing you have to know about Baby Haze is he generally engages in belligerent behavior. So before that, prior to that, there's in fact a lot of belligerent behavior with himself and other kick streamers. So if you check out this, and this is also posted, if you want to look on my X, you can check this out. But he had this interaction with Harry Boy, another kick streamer.
Fuck you up.
Did you just fucking hit me?
You don't hit me again. Like, you threw a fucking beer at me.
You just fucking hit me.
So you've got him scuffling, you've got him fighting, you've got him having a negative interaction. Once again, this is peak kick streaming here. And you can see them here afterwards.
No, the dude is fucking assaulting. Fucking Baby Haze.
No, we're good.
People hold the other guy back and keep from going on. Now, by the way, I don't think violence should ever be celebrated or whatever. It should be something that is encouraged, but it's something that commonly in these circles, as we observe and watch these nuisance streamers, happens over and over and over again in these patterns where they'll come and engage with each other, or they'll consider themselves, you know, having a certain turf, a certain area, a certain niche, and they'll come and interact with them in a negative way if they're perceived as stepping on their niche or their turf, etc. This stuff is happening time and time again, and many of these folks here, well, they're not long-term residents of these countries. A big confusion, and this is something that is a wild confusion, is that these people live in Japan, or these people are long-time residents of Japan. They are not. These are all tourists. These are people that generally, like Baby Haze, stop in for a couple of days, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month, and then they leave. They go back to their home country. They don't have to pass a background check. They don't have to do anything else. They don't have to have money or skin in the game. They don't have to really learn the culture or the language. They just come there to really make a nuisance of themselves for clout, money, exposure, etc. And sometimes, occasionally, to get knocked out and to actually pee yourself, because ultimately that is what happened with Babyface, where he ultimately did wet himself after being knocked out ultimately at the end of that night. So these people could be stopped. And how do you stop them? Well, you make a list of the streamers, you compile them, and when they're coming into Japan, you make it very clear, hey, if you stream here, you're going to be booted. You look to see whether they went live. If they went live, you boot them out. You don't let them back in the country again. Very, very, very simple solution. And I think that's really what's got to happen with these kick streamers, and all nuisance streamers are people that are causing problems while abroad. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you guys heard of Baby Haze before, but maybe on my previous videos? And what do you think about nuisance streamers and nuisance streamers in Japan? I'm excited to hear about it. Until next time.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?